Hello and welcome to another Microsoft PowerPoint tutorial. In this tutorial we will going to be exploring how to work with bullets. I've inserted a title and content slide, and I've already placed a title here, and I would now like to work with the content area. As we have learned in the past, you can, as soon as you start typing, it starts showing you the bullets. Right now it's grayed out. For example, if I start typing now, notice that it turns to a little darker color. If I press enter here, I can get to type another item. And here I can make an entire list of items that I would like to put in my list. Now let's select this list. One way to select the list would be like this. The other way to select the list would be to simply click on the content placeholder and all the items in the list will be selected. Now the reason I'm selecting is so that I can tell you how you can go about working with bullets. You do not have to live with this style that is given to you by default. You can go about changing your bullet styles. So if you may click here, which is the item for bullets, but there is an arrow right next to this option which gives you some of the predefined bullets in the list. So I could choose one of these. As soon as I click, I can get to change the bullets for the items. Or what I can do is I can click on this arrow and I can go down in bullets and numbering, which lets me explore more bulleting styles. So if I would like to go and work with some customized bullets, I can click on customize, and that lets me choose from a list of bullets. Now this will probably vary from computer to computer based on the number of fonts that are installed on your computer. So for me, there is normal text, I have some Latin text, I have also got symbol down here somewhere, and then I've also got, if I scroll down, webdings, wingdings, wingdings 2, wingdings 3. I can go about in any of the categories and choose my different bulleting styles that I have over here. So let's say if I would like to pick the world map and click OK. Now that becomes my current bullet. There are certain other options that I can play around right now. For example, if I would like my bullet to appear in a different color than whatever is the default color for the text, then I can get to choose that color from here. So as soon as I click blue, notice all my bullets turn to blue. Let me go into a little lighter shade so that you can see. However, I do not want them to be very light colors because then they will not going to show up on the blue and the white background. Then the other thing that you can control is the size of the bullet. If it says 100% of text, that means the size of the bullet will be the same as the size of the text. But if I want my bullets to be a little bit larger, let's say if I want them to be twice the size of the text, then I can make it 200%. And if I click OK here, notice my bullets have come down. They're very large compared to that of the text. So if I go back here in my bulleting options, then I say, okay, now take it back to 100% of the text, and here the bullets are being placed to the left of each of these items. So this is how you can explore bullets in one way. The other thing that I would like to introduce to you over here is if you click down under the arrow for the bullets, you can go down in bullets and numbering again, and this time click on picture. And you can get to choose one of these pictures, which are predefined GIFs coming from Microsoft. You can get to choose any of these bullets and you can turn them into bullets. So these are actually pictures. If you do not like any of these pictures, you can actually click import and bring one of the pictures from your local computer, if that is the case. If that isn't the case, if you don't have any of the local bullets, you can get to choose one of these bullets and click OK, and here these pictures are being used as bullets. The other option that you may have over here is to go back in the same option and go under bullets and numbering, click on picture, and actually search for a picture. For example, if I would like to search for, let's say, flower. I personally prefer to use bullets with no background. So that way the bullets stand out in the background, the busy background doesn't shows up. So let's say if I would like to pick one of these, like say this one, and I would like to choose that as my bullet, I can click OK, and here it is. Okay. Now sometimes with pictures, the case is that they appear much smaller, like over here, the flower is not very evident. So if I click and go back in bullets and numbering, I can actually increase the size of this. Let's say I would like it to be 125%. And click OK. So now you can see the flower has actually gotten a little larger. So you can play around with the size of these bullets if there are pictures and they're not showing up as you want them to show up. And that's another option that you can play around with bullets. Now I'm going to duplicate this. So I'll right click on this slide and I'll say okay, duplicate the slide. So I have two slides that look exactly the same. Slide 3 and slide 4, they're exactly the same. What I want to do different in slide number 4 is I would like to choose these countries list, and I would like to then change the bullets to numbers. So if I click on the numbers bullet, now they're all numbers. These are all Arabic numerals. If I click down in the list, now I can get to choose from two different styles of Arabic numerals. I have two different styles of Roman numerals, then I have 3 different styles of letters. So I can get to choose whichever approach I want to take with them. And once again, I can click on the arrow and go under bullets and numbering, and I can go about increasing or decreasing their size. Let's say I want them to be at 100% of the text. I want it to be the same color as text, and I want my numbers to start from 100. So if I click OK here, notice it starts from 100 and goes all the way through 105. If I want to switch back, I'm going to click the same option. I'll go down in bullets and numbering, and I'm going to change this back to be starting from 1 and click OK. So you have this option of playing around with wherever you want to start your numbers from and however you want to place these items. So that's a little bit about bullets and numberings. In the next tutorial, we're going to be exploring how to work with nested bullets in Microsoft PowerPoint. Hope you have enjoyed the tutorial. Catch you in the next one. Thank you for watching.